the guy Whittaker of the franchise and, of course, FightWorld.tv. And here I am with a two-time, about-to-be UFC veteran, John "The Bull" Makdessi. You're going to see him at UFC 129 against tough competitor, alumni, Kyle Watson. What's it feel like, to actually go up against, maybe someone that you've seen through the tough Ultimate Reality Series?
It's an amazing opportunity for me, and I'm just getting ready for the fight. I know he actually trained with George St. Pierre also at the house, and he came down here to train with us. So it was I was actually surprised when I found out I was going to fight him, but he's a well-experienced fighter. He was an instructor for BJJ, and I'm just can't wait for the fight to come.
Now, that's actually really interesting because normally there's that little code, right? I mean, even there's been some John Bones Jones, a little bit of hot water because he says he wants to fight, one of his former teammates, if you will. I mean, there's just in terms of there being a code of not fighting guys that have kind of trained together. Where you have you directly trained with Kyle before? I mean, have you sparred with him like one-on-one, or have you just seen him being with the camp and in the crew?
I mean, he came in for like a few days. It's not really legit. You know what I mean? It's not a legitimate training. He wasn't training with us. He just came down here because of George. And you know what I mean, but other than that, for me, a fight is a fight. He's not part of TriStar, that's for sure.
Now, did you get any? Were you able to see anything either from the videos of him and through the previous fights that makes you feel comfortable and feel confident going in there? I mean, we all know you're the stand-up warrior, right? You impressed Dana White from your stand-up display, and more importantly, you didn't show any nerves. So going into this fight, your second fight of the UFC, how are you? Are you thinking? Do you feel the same level of nervousness that you did before, or less? How do you feel?
No, actually, I feel better. This is my longest training camp I ever prepared for a fight. After December, I didn't really stop. After like a week, I came back training again, and I've been training for a while. And I'm just ready for, my goal is to always evolve as a fighter. I know I'm a stand-up fighter, but doesn't mean that my wrestling, my grappling is not good. I'm always constantly training. After this interview, I'm gonna go train my ground game. So for me, I'm an entertainer, and I try to make it exciting as possible. The fans want to see a good fight, and whatever the fight goes, I'm gonna be ready for it.
Okay, so be honest. I mean, I know Ariel Helwani had a great interview with Dana White, and Dana White actually, while he didn't mention you by name, he did refer to that kid that was in the first. Did you have a little bit of? Did you allow yourself to feel a little bit of pride when you heard the big boss Dana White actually mention you?
Well, actually, after my fight in the backstage, he came up to me very, very fast, told me, "Good fight, kid." And I mean, you know what? All my life since I started competing at 6 years old, 19 years of martial arts. If at least now I know that all the hard work I did, it's becoming recognized, and it's becoming more. Everything I did worked for. It's paying out. It's paying out for me, So I'm glad that I have an opportunity, and I'm able to be a part of a good organization like the UFC.
Now, a mutual friend of ours was actually suggested this question, which is, if you're Kyle Watson, what kind of advice would you want to have if you were Kyle Watson in fighting the John "The Bull" Makdessi?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, whoever wants to fight me, I hope they're ready for war, because I'm there to give my all, and guaranteed he's gonna try to take me down. I'll be surprised he's gonna try to keep it standing, but every fighter so far fought me want to take me down. Until then, if there's a fighter out there who would want to strike with me, I'll give him my blessing.
All right, last question. It's UFC 129. You're going to be fighting, we talked about it, Kyle Watson, but it's going to be in front of, by far, the biggest crowd in the history of the UFC and in any MMA period. Your thoughts about going into that fight in front of 55,000 strong, probably going to break records in terms of pay-per-view. Your thoughts about that, and the message out to the fans that are all going to be excited in watching you in your second UFC performance.
Yeah, well, I thrive with the fans. The fans give me energy, and whoever is there support me. I love you guys, and I fight for my fans. And the more fans I got, the more I'm gonna push it when I fight.
That pumps you up to give them those back elbows and spinning back kicks and whatever. It's through the fans and through the cheering. That's what gets you going.
Yeah, of course. My last fight to Boston, I was very surprised on the audience, how much people were cheering me, and I really felt the energy, and gave me a more of a push to perform and to finish the guy.
Well, you know what? If you watch the series Spartacus, if you watch Rome, you, my friend, are
my favorite show, actually.
It doesn't surprise me because you, my friend, are a real gladiator. You are a real warrior in there. And listen, you're all business, and I think there's a lot of people that can actually take a cue from how serious you are all the time. Maybe you need to loosen up and have some fun, and you can argue, but you are so serious. And listen, I wish you all the best at UFC 129.
Thank you very much, and thank you for you guys for giving me the time to talk.
All right.
All right.